The fallout from Pedro Neto's misconduct charge, examining Chelsea's season of disciplinary issues. The beautiful game of football, with its blend of artistry and fierce competition, often sees emotions running high, particularly in pivotal matches. Such was the case for Chelsea FC when winger Pedro Neto found himself at the center of controversy during a recent Premier League clash against Arsenal. After being sent off in the 70th minute, Neto's actions, including his delay in leaving the pitch and alleged abusive language toward match officials, have led to charges from the Football Association, FA. This incident not only raises questions about Neto's professionalism, but also reflects a broader disciplinary crisis within the Chelsea squad that merits a closer examination. The incident, a match to remember. Setting the scene. On March 1st, Chelsea faced off against their bitter rivals Arsenal in a match that held significant implications for both teams in the Premier League standings. The atmosphere at Stamford Bridge was electric, with fans eagerly anticipating a thrilling encounter between the London Giants. However, what transpired on the pitch would soon overshadow the excitement of the match. The red card incident. As the game progressed, tensions escalated, and in the 70th minute, Pedro Neto was shown a red card for an alleged foul. In a moment that would define the match, Neto's reaction drew ire from the officials and fans alike. Reports indicated that he not only delayed his exit from the pitch, but also directed abusive language toward the referees, exacerbating an already volatile situation. The FA's response. The FA acted swiftly, announcing via social media that Neto faced serious charges for his conduct. The official statement read, "Pedro Neto has been charged after being sent off in the 70th minute of the Premier League fixture between Chelsea FC and Arsenal FC on Sunday, March 1st. It's alleged that the player acted in an improper manner by failing to leave the pitch promptly and/or used abusive languages toward the match officials." The fact that Neto had until March 9 to respond to these charges added an air of urgency and tension to an already struggling Chelsea side. A deepening disciplinary crisis at Chelsea. The numbers tell a story. Neto's individual incident cannot be taken in isolation. It is symptomatic of a larger disciplinary crisis affecting Chelsea FC this season. With 9 players sent off across all competitions, the Blues have struggled to maintain discipline on the field. This alarming trend prompts an investigation into the underlying issues causing such frequent disciplinary actions. Recent history of disciplinary issues. The 2022-2023 season has seen a marked increase in disciplinary actions for Chelsea. The combination of pressure, high expectations, and competitive rivalry seems to have led to a loss of composure among players. This phenomenon is not only detrimental to team performance, but also creates rifts within the squad, undermining morale and cohesion. The repercussions of poor discipline. Team dynamics in jeopardy. Disciplinary issues have a cascading effect on team dynamics. When players frequently receive red cards, it disrupts team strategy and cohesion. A key player like Neto not only contributes to the attacking play, but also serves as a leader on the pitch. His absence can significantly alter game plans and affect performance. Fan reactions and criticism. The backlash against Neto's actions has been swift. Former Chelsea forward Chris Sutton was particularly vocal, labeling him an idiot for failing to maintain composure in such a critical match. Such comments resonate with fans who feel that players must embody professionalism, particularly in high-stakes situations. Building a culture of composure. For any successful team, building a culture of respect, discipline, and composure is essential. Chelsea must not only address the immediate issues stemming from individual actions, but also cultivate an environment where players understand the importance of maintaining composure under pressure. The role of management and coaching staff. Support systems for players. The Chelsea management and coaching staff have a pivotal role to play in addressing the underlying causes of these disciplinary issues. Implementing mental health resources, stress management programs, and conflict resolution training can significantly help players navigate the pressures they face on the pitch. A call for tactical adjustments. In addition to psychological support, tactical adjustments may also be necessary. A clear game plan that emphasizes composure and situational awareness can help players make better decisions in critical moments. Broader implications for fall. A cultural shift in the game. The incident involving Pedro Neto is not just a Chelsea issue. It touches on a broader cultural aspect within football. The expectations placed on players today are immense. The pressure to perform at high levels can lead to lapses in judgment, resulting in unsportsmanlike behavior that tarnishes the game's reputation. Responsibility to set an example. With football's global platform, players and clubs have a responsibility to set a positive example. The FA's charges against Neto serve as a reminder that actions have consequences, reinforcing the value of sportsmanship and respect in the game. The path forward. Pedro Neto's response. Facing the charges. Pedro Neto finds himself at a crossroads. His response to the FA's charges will not only impact his career trajectory, but could also serve as a lesson for fellow players. A thoughtful and constructive approach in dealing with the situation could highlight his maturity and readiness to adapt. Redemption and growth. For Neto, this incident serves as a critical learning opportunity. How he acts moving forward could define his legacy at Chelsea.
Embracing personal growth through this experience may not only enhance his skills on the field, but also his reputation within the football community. Chelsea's future, strategies for improvement. Leadership within the squad. The importance of strong leadership within the squad cannot be overstated. Experienced players must take it upon themselves to mentor younger teammates, emphasizing the values of discipline and respect. Rebuilding team cohesion. With the ongoing disciplinary crisis, Chelsea must focus on rebuilding team cohesion. Regular team-building exercises and open communication sessions can help foster a supportive environment, mitigating feelings of isolation and frustration among players. A long-term vision. Finally, Chelsea needs to develop a long-term vision for maintaining discipline and professionalism across the board. This includes implementing policies that clearly outline expectations for player conduct, both on and off the pitch. Pedro Neto's misconduct charge serves as a pivotal reminder of the pressures facing professional athletes today. As Chelsea FC navigates this challenging period, the lessons we'll learn will echo far beyond the immediate roster. Addressing the disciplinary issues within the squad requires a multifaceted approach, involving management, leadership, and individual accountability. The outcome of the situation will not only define Neto's career, but will also play a significant role in the future of Chelsea FC. The hope is that the club emerges from this crisis with renewed strength, emphasizing a culture of respect, composure, and excellence, embodying the true essence of the beautiful game. In moving forward, both the club and its players must recognize that the road to redemption is paved with growth, accountability, and an unwavering commitment to professionalism. Only then can Chelsea truly reclaim its stance as a force to be recognized in the world of football.
In the high-stakes world of Premier League football, every match can tip the balance of loyalties, fortunes, and reputations. Chelsea's recent clash with Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium was no exception, emerging as yet another chapter in the turbulent narrative of the Blues' current season. The match, which ended in a distressing 2-1 defeat for Chelsea, not only highlighted the club's ongoing struggles, but also brought to the forefront the disciplinary issues surrounding winger Pedro Neto. A fractured rivalry. The rivalry between Chelsea and Arsenal is steeped in history, rich with passionate encounters that often sway the emotions of players and fans alike. The latest showdown on March 5, 2026, proved to be a microcosm of this fierce competition. Arsenal, who have been riding high on a wave of form, faced a Chelsea side desperately seeking a turnaround. Yet, as the contest unfolded, the narrative changed dramatically, not just through the scoreline, but through the actions of players on the pitch. The setting of the clash. With the stakes as high as ever, the atmosphere was electric at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal's fans, filled with hope, cheered loudly as their team aimed to solidify its place in the upper echelons of the league table. Chelsea, on the other hand, came into the match facing their own set of challenges, including recent underwhelming performances and injuries plaguing key players. As the match kicked off, both teams exchanged early blows, but it was Neto's actions that would steal the headlines. The Portuguese international, known for his fiery temperament and skillful play, showcased both in dramatic fashion. The incident. The first half saw a relatively uneventful exchange until Arsenal took the lead through Jerian Timber. Chelsea's response was crucial. They needed to maintain composure and find stability. Yet, Neto's frustration soon boiled over into reckless behavior. After Arsenal scored, Neto was cautioned for dissent, a testament to the emotional toll competitive pressure can exert on players. Just minutes later, the situation disintegrated further. Neto's cynical challenge on Gabriel Martinelli led to a second yellow card, tossing Chelsea into a deeply uncomfortable predicament. 10 men against a resurgent Arsenal. The timing of his actions was disastrous, undoing any tactical advantage the team had been strategizing. A red card and the aftermath. Being sent off is a devastating blow for any player, often igniting feelings of guilt, frustration, and anger. For Neto, this was only the beginning of his troubles. His elongated exit from the pitch following the dismissal drew the ire of not only officials, but also the FA, which decided that he warranted further scrutiny. In a stunning turn of events, the Football Association announced that Neto would face formal charges due to his demeanor following the red card, specifically citing his slow departure and purported use of abusive words. The implications of this were far-reaching. Not only would he face a standard suspension for the red card, but an additional punishment could loom if the FA decided to take the matter further. The impact on Chelsea. Chelsea's disciplinary issues extend beyond the pitch. They reflect a larger culture problem within the club. As a team that has historically prided itself on discipline under pressure, the recent string of dismissals and infractions raised significant concerns. Management's dilemma. Liam Resenoir, Chelsea's manager, was undoubtedly faced with a dire situation following Neto's disastrous outing. His post-match comments were laced with disappointment, underscoring the need for players to show maturity, particularly in pivotal matches against rival teams. Liam Resenoir stated, "It's vital that we keep our heads in high-pressure situations.
Every decision matters, and we cannot afford to lose players or focus like that. His words carried a heavy weight, illustrating the frustration of a coach trying to steer his team out of peril. A player's perspective. From Neto's perspective, this is an extremely challenging moment. As a young player trying to establish himself in the Premier League, the consequences of his actions could have lasting repercussions. The potential for a lengthy suspension not only jeopardizes his time on the field, but also places additional pressure on him to navigate a flooded media spotlight. In interviews and social media, he would have to confront the backlash and seek redemption, not just for himself, but for the team that relies on him. Reflecting on the incident, Neto might realize that maintaining composure in the face of adversity is as crucial as technical prowess. Lessons in discipline. Every incident such as Neto's serves as a pointed reminder of the importance of discipline in football. The game is much psychological as it is physical, and maintaining composure can often be the difference between victory and defeat. Players are trained to funnel their emotions into their playing style, but losing focus leads to decisions that impact the entire team. The role of the FA. The Football Association plays a pivotal role in maintaining standards within English football, and their decision to charge Neto demonstrates their commitment to upholding these values. It indicates that poor conduct will not be tolerated, regardless of the player's significance to the team. As the FA evaluates his actions in conjunction with the red card, the precedent set by this incident could influence how similar cases are handled in the future. Will they adopt a zero-tolerance policy for on-field misconduct, or will they consider the intent and circumstances surrounding each case individually? Reflections on Chelsea's season. This incident emerges at a juncture where Chelsea's season is already under scrutiny. The team has struggled to find consistency in form, with injuries to key players compounding their troubles. The consequences of Neto's actions now add another chapter to an already turbulent narrative. Team dynamics. Team dynamics hinge upon trust, respect, and composure, essential elements that may currently be lacking. Chelsea's management will need to conduct a thorough examination of the club's culture and instill the necessary changes to align the players with the organization's broader objectives. Encouragingly, moments like these can also serve as turning points. If handled appropriately, they can galvanize a squad to refocus and strengthen bonds within the team. Moving forward. Looking forward, Chelsea must navigate the aftermath of this incident and how it affects their current standing. The loss to Arsenal, coupled with the spectacle surrounding Pedro Neto's red card, shifts them into a precarious position. Strategies for improvement. Enhanced mental training. Investing in psychological coaching to help players manage their emotions during heated moments could yield significant benefits. Reinforcement of standards. Clear expectations should be communicated regarding behavior on the field. Establishing a culture of accountability could prevent future incidents and reinforce unity among the squad. Focus on team cohesion. Hosting team-building exercises could bolster trust and partnerships among players, emphasizing collaboration above individual brilliance. A need for unity. In the midst of turmoil, it becomes crucial for Chelsea to rally as a unit. The situation presents an opportunity to align their ambitions and aspirations, focusing on teamwork to bounce back stronger. While Pedro Neto faces uncertainty and potential penalties, his teammates must resolve to learn from the incident and channel their frustrations into productive performances. The saga surrounding Pedro Neto, particularly his dismissal against Arsenal and ensuing FA charge, encapsulates the highs and lows of Premier League football. In its wake, Chelsea finds itself at a crossroads. The decisions made in the personal and collective spheres over the coming weeks will shape the narrative of the season. As fans watch eagerly, the possibility of redemption for Neto and unity for Chelsea hangs in the balance. The beautiful game is often about resilience. How players and teams respond to moments of adversity defines their character and legacy. In these turbulent times, Chelsea must remember that the road to recovery is navigated by strength and unity, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to the game they love.